Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. We of course are the Bourbon Brothers. My name's Gavin.
And I'm Jeff.
And today we are drinking Woodford Reserve Distiller Select Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
Yeah, so Distillers Select as well as the other Woodford products are made at the Bourbon Distillery in Versailles, Kentucky. They are owned by Brown-Forman, one of the behemoths in the whiskey industry. The Distiller Select is their flagship brand, and in addition they've recently started to make the double oaked. They have a rye that they've added to their their regular lineup. As you may notice, there's a little label on here. My brother gave this to me as a groomsman type gift, so it's they're doing these labels and stuff now you can customize, which is a little cool thing they do. But we're excited to give this Distiller Select a taste here today.
Absolutely, thank you, Jeff. So Woodford Reserve Distiller Select is a no-age statement whiskey. It's bottled at 90.4 proof. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the nose. We're using our Woodford Reserve glasses here. Usually we have the Glencairns, but when in Rome.
That's right. You definitely get some sweet notes up front, maple syrup, vanilla, jump out at you, a little bit of brown sugar too.
Yeah, this is a nice bright and young nose. Lots of maple syrup. Getting some of that butterscotch and maple. Some vanilla.
Yeah. A little bit of fruit notes in there too, like some cherry.
Yeah, cherries and also dried fruits, Jeff. There's not too much oak, but there's a nice bit of like a spicy and tobacco flavor.
Yeah, overall it's I think a very well-rounded nose.
Yeah.
A lot of variance in flavor profile there.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's a good nose.
Well, hey, let's take a taste. Cheers.
Cheers.
This is a very good bourbon whiskey, Jeff. I'm getting a lot of citrus and sweetness up front.
Yeah, I think this overall matches the nose fairly closely. Yeah. Maple, some other sweet notes up front. And then you transition to some of those more spicy things, some black pepper mid palate.
I think with the other Woodford products we've reviewed, the mouthfeel on this is extremely thick and it's just really nice. Lots of maple, lots of dried fruits as well. Just again, a very well balanced whiskey.
A little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of toffee in there too.
At the end I'm getting a little bit of like a gummy bubblegum type note. It's smooth, but just that right amount of heat for 90 proof,
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah, it's well crafted, I think.
Sure.
One thing when I was at the distillery they said was it's not, a lot of bourbons have a story, their granddaddy's recipe passed down. They said this was a new bourbon for the next generation, if you will, or it's not something that is some historic recipe. It's a new current bourbon to meet a more current palate.
Sure, it's definitely a nice balanced whiskey. I think the mash bill is around 72% corn, so you're getting a good bit of sweetness there, along with a nice bit of rice spice. Mm-hmm. Jeff, the finish, I think it's a medium length finish with very little burn.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's medium. It's enough finish. It doesn't have to, it's not a barrel proof, so we weren't expecting a extremely long finish, but I think it's appropriate.
Yeah, just a little bit of burnt sugar and tobacco on the finish. It's a nice whiskey. Definitely something that I usually keep stocked at the home bar. It's readily available. The price tag, Jeff, talking around $35.
Yeah, it varies a little bit obviously, but I think the mid-30s is probably its average price for it. So
and for the most part the bottles are going to be fairly consistent. You may get one or two out over here that are a little farther from the norm, but for the most part a very good bourbon. Jeff, for our rating, what would the Bourbon Brothers give Woodford Reserve Distiller Select?
I think the Bourbon Brothers are giving a B+ here, since it's a very good bourbon. It has a lot of good qualities, good palate, good nose, variety of notes in there. So, as Gavin said, it's a consistent quality product.
Absolutely. So we hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sure some of you out there have tried Woodford Reserve Distiller Select. We want to hear your thoughts on it. Let us know what you think in the comments. You can also talk to us and start a conversation on Twitter at Bourbon Beer Reviews. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.